Wrongfully arrested for an illegal telethon on May.
News today from District 204, where late write-in Bike Bianchi stuns Ichabod Adams to become the 34th mayor of Beliribon, Iowa. Long shall he live. The new mayor will take office in January 2019 and will oversee the police, fire, education, housing, and transportation departments of the city. This is a reminder that the mayor is an elected leader of the municipal government and the chief executive officer for the city. This is a very important job. Walsh! Walsh!
Wow.
What the hell is happening?
I don't know. It's is that for real? Like, is that actually a thing
What?
that's happening?
I am freaking out. I'm completely freaking out. Tuesday's been horrible. I'm gonna throw up.
So wait, Bike Bianchi.
No! Let Lou.
Right. I mean, technically the name is Bike Bianchi.
Is it Bike? Did Bike get elected to mayor?
I guess, but Let Lou is Bike Bianchi, so
He's not Bike Bianchi.
I know. We all know that, but it's I don't know anymore, Matt. I don't know. These people are so why?
What?
This is the worst timeline. All right. I don't know what to say anymore. It's not Ichabod though.
This is a very low energy. I feel like we're stunned You know,
Yeah.
politics has been really tough. I'd like to say over the last decade or two.
Well,
frankly,
it's been
9/11 was really hard, and it continues to be. That's not a joke, Walsh.
9/11 was really hard.
It was, you know, we are feeling the reverberations today.
Well,
You know,
Ichabod's
that's
not
when
married.
as Hunter S. Thompson said, that's when the fun stopped. And frankly, this has been happening for decades. Bobby Kennedy has been shot. Alex Thompson is dead. Bradford Culpepper is dead. Sandra Suzuki is still in the shadow realm.
Ugh.
Foundation Russo watching the Eagles be mediocre indefinitely.
I like that he basically is just taking time off.
He went to the shadow
watch-
realm, hurt his back, and now
to
it's football
watch
season.
football.
Yeah,
He's just watching football.
like we
and
need
it's
to
like,
just
there's
change
so
that.
much other stuff that you can do in your life other than just like, oh, I'm watching football every day of the week, although it's not on every day of the week.
Like we didn't know that this was going to happen. When we're here next year at this time, it's just like, oh, Foundation Russo is going to fake a back injury, and now I don't know. Now he's just out for the season.
Oh my God.
Brick Roberts has a crushed windpipe. Little Jonesy has a concussion. Baby Hayes has a cranial fracture. His soft spot, Walsh.
Yeah.
Wigwam Wigwam has a sprained neck. The Fist, Dubois, has a crushed trachea. However, you know, we still see him around. Really weird dude.
Well, I mean, these Shadow Realm guys, they don't really care about their injuries. You know, they get hurt and they're just, you know, I don't know. They're not thinking to the future. They're just thinking about hanging out in damp areas.
Right, and speaking of that, Justice Turner has a concussion. A lot of concussions, a lot of people hurt. An interesting night. And while speaking of the Shadow Realm, Freddy Fischer is now no longer. I don't know. He ran in last week.
He once was, I guess called disgraced, and he had, you know, like kind of a mohawk thing and face paint, and now he's just Freddy Fischer. And apparently, something that Jensen Woods did last week made this happen, but nobody has given us any details. I feel like Jensen operates in a very strange sort of way that he doesn't explain himself to anybody, and everybody's confused except for him. Maybe he's confused. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm confused. I'll tell you that much. The one thing that we can depend on is the scramble pan.
Yeah, I mean,
every week, Walsh.
Been old standby for us.
Yep.
The scramble pan and the .tv title are the only things we can believe in.
Defended every show. You can be eliminated by pin, by knockout, by submission. You can get thrown over the top rope. Walsh, you can get thrown under the ropes and be eliminated. You can choose to eliminate yourself.
You can recuse yourself.
You can recuse yourself. Kurt King immediately dancing. Kurt King, one of the greatest .tv champions ever. Former Scramble Pan holder. Very interesting cast and crew. Walsh, the Scramble is very dangerous, is what we've learned. Like, I feel like this whole started as, like, this match that was, like, you know, just throw a bunch of people in there. Like you have former world champion Discussion Davis refereeing.
These guys need something to do. They need something to do.
Discussion can't get out of this. He can't heal his ribs because he's by far the best ref ever.
Did we take a bump last week in this?
Oh, Kurt King eliminated by Missouri. Like, very fast. Like, there's a whole lot of factors at play in the opening scramble. It's low-key
Fun
one of the
Adams
most
tapped out to a
prestigious.
sleeper hold.
Jesus.
I think.
Whoa, Ron Lewis! No, Fun Adams is now eliminated. What the? A lot of eliminations.
Yeah, this is crazy. Yasanafil, baby. He's of course, one of the most decorated scramble champions in history.
Right, we haven't seen him in a while, and
well, not in this regard. He's been tagging with Uncle Brick, who's of course unfortunately injured.
Right, he's been doing a lot of stuff lately.
Wouldn't it be funny if he won the scramble pan again? Like, just after all that work with Uncle Brick.
Yeah, it's like come on back, win the scramble pan again. It's like, why didn't you just stick around? it's annoying that he gets like so many shots, but at the same time, it's interesting. Like I said, this is low key the most prestigious title we have. This damn pan.
Yeah.
This non-stick surface.
We haven't seen him go for his elbow thing yet. That's always a highlight, and he always misses it. Oh my god. I mean, right here, this is Captain White, Magomed. Of course, we have
Magomed isn't good. He actually is.
I feel like he had a couple of good matches. And everybody's like, oh,
loses
Magomed's
well.
awesome.
Like, no.
Yeah,
he has just as much of a chance as anyone to win this thing. He's a strong fighter.
Look at his stance. He's got a low center of gravity. Like,
yeah,
are you gonna pick that guy up and throw him over the ropes?
Right.
No, probably not. You're gonna maybe he's gonna get pinned.
I mean, we got Sarastriani Brown. As tough as Magomed is, Sarastriani Brown is beautiful. Very good looking man. He's a freakishly tiny mouth.
Yeah, Magomed also is like he befriends war criminals, so I don't really.
Wow.
I'm not trying to. Well, I mean, he's a Kadyrov guy. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Man, it's gross.
Why is he here?
I don't know. This is.
Magomed just got eliminated by Captain White. Johnny Depp impersonator, also very gross. Maximo Missouri, scars on his forehead, also gross. Asanafil Rossi, Shopper and Hot Topic, arguably gross. Sarastriani Brown dancing, showing that looks can be capitalism, gross. Discussion, Davis, ambition, gross.
He also has no upper lip.
Iowa, this is gross.
Iowa, yeah.
I'm sorry, Welsh. Am I cynical tonight? This is all bearing down on me. I feel very heavy.
I feel like you're really down on the idea of Bike Bianchi, quote unquote, being the mayor compared to Ichabod.
After hearing that on Tuesday and getting the news on Sunday, like that is the thing about Beliribon that's so annoying. Like the elections were Tuesday, man. I think everything's normal. Things kind of suck. Captain White eliminated.
It took him a long time to count 4 votes.
I think things suck just normal enough, special counsel under fire. Everything's scary.
Yeah, I mean,
the least I can worry about is Beliribon local politics.
And shout out to our regulars. We've got tremendous people who come into our chat each week, and
we love you so much.
Yeah, I like to give them some props in terrible world. Chainsaw.
Dude, I'm a shark.
Murph. Terry Funked.
So many.
Vera. Yeah, I mean, we have. You guys are honestly more deserving
Tiger
than
Stripe
than Yasanafil is right now. He's had his shot.
Leathers. I mean, it's just.
Yeah. I mean, last week we did see Chainsaw involved in this. He did hurt Wigwam. I don't know what happens from there.
And that's why I like to scramble. There's a lot of stories that come out of this. It's a good
get
thing.
Hurt in this too.
Yeah.
People get really hurt, which is we really shouldn't have put an audience member in this match.
That's so true.
Like, we're just the worst.
This, for a wrestling promotion that routinely, if not guaranteed, ends the night with a mat covered in blood.
Yeah, it's really gross.
Glass, everything. To say that the opening match is the most dangerous?
Dude, I really wonder if Sarastriani is... What's going on in his head? Anytime somebody is, like, being pinned or in a submission hold, he kicks them. Like, usually, this kind of match, it benefits you to let them beat each other up.
Maybe he's just looking to have them tire each other out. He's kind of on the periphery. Looks like he's picking his shots, but Missouri couldn't even get a count there.
Right. Like, I don't know. These guys are idiots. I mean, I feel that. I feel that very strongly all the time.
I'd like to point out Discussion Davis. Excellent refereeing. Unlike Wim Nyman Walsh, former U.S. champion, local sledding champion.
Wim definitely
had a terrible referee.
Yeah, he wasn't really into it. He's a competitor. He's an athlete. He's a fighter. He's not a referee.
Speaking of the U.S. title, we have #1 contendership because Wim Nyman had the record for the most ever title defenses, just like .TV. which Offers is creeping up on, which we'll see in the main event tonight. But we have what is this cage match for the U.S. title that we have coming up later?
Basically, if you've ever seen like we've had triple threats here where the first person to score a pinfall or submission is the victor. We're putting 8 men in the cage. And then the winner of that, the first person to tap somebody out or pin them, as unlikely as that is going to vie for Computer Collins' newly won Uncle Sledding Championship. And I don't know what's going to happen there. I feel like that match is going to go on for like 3 hours. but we're going to stay with it the whole time.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So, like, what is Win even up to, I wonder? He should be in the scramble.
Well, he got injured at the end of that match.
Sure.
So he's been, he's been healing up, and he's not the kind of guy that's going to come back too early if he doesn't have to.
He's very GSP, he's very cerebral about everything that he does.
I'm sure he even does the whole GSP trick of put a scoop of ice cream in your protein shake.
That's how you make your soda a little sweet.
Yes, that's a little. I'm glad I'm not the only person who remembers that obscene detail from.
Sastriani showing off his Calvin Klein's beautiful. A lot of product placement, unintentionally.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Look at that. This might be it. What the hell? Missouri breaks it up. Interesting little trio here. But I mean, Walsh, what a stacked show, man. Like, tonight we got the tag titles on the line. Lost Boys versus the Cops were awesome. We've got, what else do we have? My God.
I mean, we have no longer disgraced Freddy Fischer challenging, Offers Thompson for the .TV title. That is a big deal. And
oh my God, the main event.
The first time ever, we are seeing 2 titles defended at the same time. The shoot title and the hardcore title. We'll go into the basement for that one. A death match in the dodecagon, whatever it is.
Officer Boot is the hardcore champion. He's also God's roster, and beautiful little mouth got hit. He's also the MMA champion, the shoot fight champion.
And he's going to defend against Zoning Zhang for both of them.
So both titles, if Zoning Zhang wins, he gets both titles. Oh, Sorostrani is eliminated.
Wow. Well, that's what happens when you have a little mouth.
This is a very, very historical and impressive show. Here we have Isanafil possibly going to win like his 6th scramble pan. Can somebody confirm that for me, please?
He's going to win the 9,000th scramble pan that he's held.
Well, he's good at this match. We've got the tag titles on the line. We've got an incredible deathmatch MMA title on the line. We've got the .TV championship on the line. Offers this is Freddy Fischer. I mean, that alone, and Offers is going for like his 8th or 9th title defense. He's coming up on Wim Nyman.
Yeah. So Isanafil's held this bad boy 4 times before.
Oh, 2. And I like to point out that cage death match has never happened before either. The U.S. title, Computer Collins is really good. Like,
wow.
There's a lot going on.
Here's a weird stat. See, Isanafil's 4th reign was the 12th champion, and we're on the 39th champion now.
Wow, it's been 27 title defenses since his last belt. Wow, do you know a date on that by any chance?
No, I don't know the date offhand.
Wow. Well, it has to be at least 27 weeks, if not more.
Well, yeah, there's been a couple of defenses in there too.
That means he hasn't held it. All right, so like this is 11, 12 or something, 11, 13.
Yeah.
I can't remember. That means 27 weeks. He hasn't held it since before summer.
Yeah,
I know he's been hurt.
He's been hurt on and off. He's been teaming with Uncle Brick. He's been involved. He's been a guy. I mean, I don't know. This is hard. Going to be hard for him. He's fighting a terrible person. I mean, he held the .TV title at one point. Isanafil is a guy who people tend to just write off, and they shouldn't. He's a talented man. He hasn't gone for his stupid elbow that he misses every time yet.
You know, as much as I started up the night cynical and scared, but now like I'm really hyped up after running down everything.
Yeah.
SCFL has a way, man. Like, this is just kind of a show. And Sonafil's eliminated! Oh my god, Missouri defends against the Sonafil of all people. Missouri becomes, I think, the 5th or 6th person to ever defend. History, baby!
Nice.
History against the Sonafil. What a way to legitimize. Holy shit.
Crazy.
66%? I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. What the hell?
He is indeed the 6th person to defend that title. There was no pinfall, so everybody got tossed out of the ring. That's
incredible. I just would like to point. I would like to give whoever's running the show. I really don't know.
The mayor.
Right? Like I don't know. Yeah. What the hell? I don't know, man. Freddy Fischer's coming back. We do, you know, we've listed off a bunch of good matches coming up, but we do have what's going to be a rematch, Walsh. Coming up here. What's coming up next?
I mean, we're finally going to see, hopefully, some sort of decisive thing in this. The artist formerly known as Fragrant Tanaka and Front Reed.
Whoa! What the hell? Look at the Shadow Realm. They're touching sledding. What is this?
Well, I don't want to touch them.
Why? Why? Everyone's bullying sledding. This is just like last week with the cops. When the cops were putting their hands on his shoulder. In known intimidation tactic.
I mean, I guess they really haven't... I mean, there's no cop ref and there's no Shadow Realm ref. Are they really trying... Like, this man is depraved. He does not have morals. Like, you know, who knows what's going to happen with this?
Why everyone keeps like beating up on poor sledding? It's
No, I don't feel bad for him. After what he did,
he gets confused, and you know this. Like his MMA,
no. You can't excuse what he did because of Mama. You can't.
Well, there was that too, but like the MMA matches, he had no idea what was going on in general. I'd like to point out that this is an exploding barbed wire match between two of the most hardcore people that have ever existed, Walsh. Front Reed, the biggest bleeder, and then he got afraid of bleeding. Like, so it's crazy to see him sign up against this fight against Fragrant Tanaka, who's been in, check out the YouTube, multiple 100-rated death matches against many people.
Arguably the best death match in history.
You could say arguably the best match in history. Front Reed is busted open and broke open the glass. Oh my god.
Oh my god. And then of course when Fragrant Tanaka came back from the Shadow Realm, he threw Front Reed into the crowd. It was tremendous. It was like we haven't seen power like that.
That trended on Twitter, that clip. That's one of our many SCFL clips that trend on Twitter. I'd like to point out here that the ring can explode at any time, but Front Reed already ended this match last week early, and now we're seeing the Shadow Realm bullying him. It's like, just...
Yeah, sledding is not in a good place right now. He's...
Fucking sledding, man.
He's never in a good place.
Oh, the green shit! I think sledding just doesn't have the stomach for these hardcore matches anymore.
Well, then he needs to give his stupid, like, suit
stuck in it.
Man, Front Reed is really laying into him. And he's not taking that green shit.
Oh my god, a giant explosion. Bring talking about... What the hell? Are you kidding me right now?
Again?
Front Reed's trying to... He's rolling him over! Wait, is it over? Is it over?
I heard a bell. He called it again.
This is so stupid. 71%? That got a better rating than the scramble.
Bix was all about 3 minutes of heaven.
Why is sledding stopping that?
Why is Bix giving it good ratings?
Why? This is why bullying is a problem.
What was that right-wing campaign about anti-bullying from a while back about, like, I don't even remember. It was like, go talk to bullies and be nice to them or something. Like, maybe somebody needs to sit down with the Shadow Realm and really just have a good talk with them about the word of Christ or something, because this is terrible. People need to leave sledding alone. He's clearly, his mind isn't on the match. You know what I mean? He's not thinking about wrestling. He's thinking about, I don't know what he's thinking about, honestly.
I don't know what he's thinking about either.
Maybe he's thinking about
Whoa.
Mama. Maybe the Shadow Realm can get him Mama back.
No, what? I lost control. I've lost control.
Oh God.
We are back.
Every fucking week. Every week it happens.
We're back in Mexico. These people are superstars. Bike Bianchi. Luckily, Native's in here, I guess. Like, Bike is a superstar in Mexico right now, and I mean, he's guilty of manslaughter. No, he isn't. Allegedly.
Well, no, he hasn't been tried in a court of law yet. But let's be real here. We all saw the video. I mean, he did it. It was involuntary, maybe voluntary. I don't know. But homicide, involuntary.
I mean, we know who the mass cyclist is. We know who the mass cyclist is. Look at how popular.
This is like it makes the Beliribon Civic Auditorium and Home for Wayward Dogs look shitty. All right.
There are dancing people. There are like. Bike is a superstar. Ray Estrella is a superstar. There's advertisements. For some reason, he's still keeping his sponsors from back home. God knows.
But he puts
some sort of paper trail there. Like, what the hell, Nate? What is such a bad job by the police?
I know.
And now here are some fan favorites. Although you suspect that these guys are bad guys?
I think they're weirdos. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I personally, I feel like I'm clouded by the knowledge of what Bike Bianchi has done, so I see him as a villain. But I think the people in Mexico see Bike as a hero, and El Hijo de Armadillo Gigante and Fuerte Guerrero, I think they might see them as villains. Honestly.
Interesting. You think that the crowd sees them as villains?
Yeah,
right.
I do.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I mean, if we're looking at a traditional face heel, these guys are definitely probably the Rudos. And because Bike's the hero, and this is the strangest reality that we could ever live in. That Bike is a hero, because Bike isn't a hero. Bike is a, as it says on the side of the ring, homicidal involuntary. All right.
I'm not sure why he spent the money to get that printed.
I guess if anybody,
a rough translation to manslaughter.
Yeah, I think if a cop decides to watch in Bike's head, like, they'll be like, "Oh, okay, you didn't really do it." Like,
what are these people? Like, what does this say about the fans? Like, they're just not questioning anything here.
It says like involuntary manslaughter on the side of the ring, and they're just like, "This guy's great.
We love him." Like this is definitely somebody that like we need to book for our next like dance in a mall. It's very
Ciclista Mascaro is doing quinceañeras. He's doing all sorts of events now.
Is he really?
I guess so. He's booked, like this is I'm almost curious that he might become like an El Santo sort of figure, where he's in like popular movies and stuff that are made about him, like as a good guy and stuff. Like,
man, I hope so. Well, no, do I? I don't know how I feel about this.
I mean, and then finally they figure out this guy killed a guy with a TV.
I mean, to be completely honest, well, that guy also wrongly arrested him, and like there was history there.
You can't arrest somebody because. No, you can't kill
There's
him.
no such thing.
There's no such thing as an illegal telethon.
There's no such thing as an illegal telethon. You know what? I'd like to point out everyone back home. I don't even know. I'm still in the booth in Iowa.
Yeah. We're just sitting here at our regular table watching a TV.
Right. We were adding it up. Tube TV, by the way. 55 or more, maybe, episodes is hard to tell. We're 55 or so episodes in. Props to you. Props to us.
I can't believe we've done this. Like, it's terrible. Why have we done this to ourselves?
I don't know why we keep showing up every week. It's I don't know how Bike gets away with it. It's
Bike gets away with everything. And I don't get why these people.
And, well, I mean,
like,
the thing is we're seeing good work. Like, this is a good match.
Yeah.
We're seeing a good match. And we're not even giving it any due.
No. Well, I was really hoping to see the Fat Dolphin again, but I guess he's probably somewhere else on the card, and we're just not seeing it because there's some, we're getting snapshots into this SCLL, not the whole picture.
This content does seem to be curated.
Yeah. I feel like Bike really wants us to watch him doing well. Like, he's like really proud of himself.
But you're like, why would Bike, who's on the run, want to be like, hey, look at where I am? Especially considering Homicidio and Voluntario is on the side of the mat.
I don't know anymore. I don't understand anything that happens here. I understand that Rey Estrella is a tremendous athlete, and Forte Guerrero, definitely an older gentleman.
Total no-sell there.
Yeah, weird. He's definitely a Budo, man. He's not gonna put over your baby face. Of course, that's
really paying attention to the action inside the ring.
Well, he is. These are his friends now, I guess.
What is happening?
I don't know. He's recreated his life in a new country.
Why?
I don't know.
Has he forgotten? Let Lou. He is technically the mayor of Beliribon right now. That man in the mask that we see right now is somehow.
He's the mayor of
Beliribon. Let me just hold on. Hold on. Just back up here.
Okay.
The guy who we're seeing live on the ring mat right now in the mask in the weird biker outfit, having a great match in Mexico.
Yeah.
We witnessed murder a man who wrongly arrested him for an illegal telethon that didn't happen. He manslaughtered him.
Well, yeah.
He's now the star of a Mexican wrestling promotion, and is the to the point where he's getting booked all across the country. But he's also the mayor of the only Creole town in Iowa, Beliribon.
Yeah. Although I don't know. But he's not because Let Lou is. Because Let Lou is.
But it's not Let Lou. It's Bike Bianca.
It's Bike Bianca, actually.
And meanwhile, speaking of that, Miles Manhuth, the world champion, came back. This is really getting convoluted.
Yeah, he came back from his wormhole experience, I guess, and I guess
wormhole experience.
We're supposed to hear from him later tonight. That is still yet to come. I don't know what he's going to talk about. We heard the doctor last week tell him that he does need surgery, but surgery does not mean anything anymore. We have great doctors in the world. I don't know if that doctor.
Surgery doesn't mean anything anymore.
No, it used to mean like it could end his career. But I don't think with I think Miles would be. But then again, he's been getting knees drained. He's been getting cortisone shots.
Man, this guy has gotten his knees drained at least 13 times.
From what I understand, he needs to get his knees drained after he transcends space and time and is able to see everything.
Oh, look, that's how little Bike is, but he pops right back up. The gigantic armadillo, son.
He's a little guy.
Whoa, big move, Bike. This is a good match. We're not even saying Bicyclista Mascara.
Bicyclista Mascara. I'm waiting for him to do that cycling, the Ciclista Yahoo. There we go. That's
some heavy chops here.
Yeah.
Good match, Welch.
Yeah, I mean, we have yet to see like a bad match from Mexico. From this man that has escaped the long, confused arm of the law. We saw Nate shoot himself in the leg
I mean, Nate is wandering into our booth. He's been accosting me.
Yeah, I mean, his
I pray we don't see him tonight.
Bugged me last week.
Oh, 2.9.
Oh. That frog splash, man, that is it's quite a move. Made popular in the States by Eddie Guerrero. It's seen a lot of tight action here.
I'm liking it. Man, it's such a stacked card. I'd like to say that, like, it's very obvious that, like, the cards have gotten a little bit shorter. Beliribon's just in a rough time zone, but holy crap, if SCFL doesn't bring it week in and week out, man, seriously. Even when our broadcast is hijacked.
It is the best wrestling show on .tv.
I agree.
Yeah. Bike keeps hitting these big moves on Forte. He's upset. Forte Guerrero pinned him last week. But you know what, man? El Hijo de Armadillo de Gigante is there every step of the way, breaking up these counts. He's a good tag partner. You know, he's a popular guy.
I don't understand how you could ever think that Gigantic Armadillo's son is a bad guy. Like,
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe he is, though, and that's what's so frustrating about him. It's like, God, I want to root for you, Gigantic Armadillo's son.
You're the son of a giant armadillo.
So does that mean that he's just like a kind of average-looking dude? He's big, but not that big. But he's like the son of a gigantic armadillo. I mean, well, so is he in the shadow of his father in the sense of like, hey, well, you're just the son of a really big armadillo, dude?
I have done some research, and there is an older gentleman called Armadillo Gigante, who I believe is his father, and they're both large men. So, it's the name is I don't know anymore.
Right, but it's just on 2.9. Wow, slow Armadillo. But it's just unfortunate that Armadillo doesn't seem to really have his own self. I wonder if that bothers him.
Maybe
2.9. But all he is the son of a gigantic armadillo. Like, why can't he be?
No, I think he's
whatever. His name is.
I feel like he's very established. Well, no, because it's Mexico, and it's an honor to take your father or your uncle's mask and character.
Interesting. That's cool.
You know, he's from what I've read, his father was a rather popular luchador. So I assume it's his father. I have no clue. Meanwhile, we know about Bike's father pretty well. Stop that match in 3 minutes.
What the hell? What is happening back home? We're watching these awesome matches. Oh God, this is it. Oh God, Armadillo breaks it up.
Wow. I thought that was it.
This is a very good match, Walsh.
Things are really breaking down here. Like, I feel like El Hijo de Armadillo Gigante is he's there to break every count. He is a good partner. Mike would be so lucky to have a partner.
3! Whoa! Rey Estrella wins! Armadillo is too slow.
Yeah, he's been finishing with that La Casita. He's the magistral cradle. He can roll people up in a flash. So I guess Bike sort of got his revenge on Forte Guerrero, but he looks kind of pissed
100%. 100%. 100% Walsh.
It's like being in an operation. These man, have we seen a bad match from Mexico?
No, I mean they can all work. Bike is elevated his game to for some I don't know why he needs to do that. I just don't know. His dad is not in a good place. Boxing Bianchi is fighting in the cage match later tonight. We at least have that. But Beliribon seems to be in disarray.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
I mean, because you would think that Foundation would be one of the guys to run it, but Foundation is out. Sandra Suzuki. You have Wigwam is technically Beliribon. Like there's a lot of issues going on here, especially with Shadow Realm going on. Like Hero's been chasing after Sandra Suzuki for how long? Like
Yeah,
Cheapstick
it's
has
been.
freaking out.
I mean, Sanders disappeared at the barbecue.
Like
That was a
yeah.
long time ago.
The Shadow Realm. I mean, like they're sitting there in the shower. Like Freddy Fischer isn't even. There's a lot going on, Walsh.
I don't know.
All right, well, let's move on to the next match. David Washington. I mean, after what we've seen tonight, there's still so much yet to come. We are on the cusp of a very crazy back half of this card, starting with the U.S. title. Number 1 contendership, 8 men in a cage. We've never seen this before. We are, like 2 weeks away from SCFL's 1-year anniversary, and to keep saying, that we're doing these things that we've never done before, it's just so nice to experience. And so we're about to see history. And we're going to see history again later on tonight. Like, my God, how awesome is this? I'm a hype man right now. I really am. I'm excited. Is that too much for me to say?
No. It's. I'm curious what's going to go wrong in that cage. You know what I mean? Like 8 guys. The first guy to get a pinfall or a submission is the winner. I don't know what happens in there. I feel like this is going to be the cluster of all clusters. At least in a scramble, you can throw a guy out of the ring. People who lose can leave.
It's a great point. We just saw an opening scramble that everyone got thrown out of the ring. So this is like an enclosed scramble. Whoa.
Yeah.
Well,
it's an enclosed scramble with only one person has to get pinned.
Speaking of, exactly. I don't know if knockouts count. It's crazy. So I just want to point out here, news broke earlier tonight. It takes 5 days for Beliribon, officials to count everything. But here we see Ichabod Adams freaking out in real time. And at the news that he lost his mayoral campaign for Beliribon. Terrible. I mean, I don't get what happened there, Walsh. Let's go back and take a look.
Yeah.
News today from District 204, where late write-in Bike Bianchi stuns Ichabod Adams to become the 34th mayor of Beliribon, Iowa. Long shall he live. The new mayor will take office in January 2019 and will oversee the police, fire, education, housing, and transportation departments of the city. This is a reminder that the mayor is an elected leader of the municipal government and the chief executive officer for the city. This is a very important job. Man, a lot is going on. We're going to Mexico. We're getting into local politics.
Yeah.
People are hurt.
I mean, Bike Bianchi, as a write-in candidate, received 3 votes. Ichabod received 1 vote. We all know who that vote was. I mean, I guess there's write-ins here, and I don't know, man. The electoral politics are crazy. I don't even know anymore. Congratulations, Letlu. You and your friends live in Beliribon and are registered voters.
Let's just get on to, like, we can understand, we can wrap our heads around what we're about to see next, which is an 8-man cage match for the number 1 contendership of the U.S. title.
Yeah, Computer Collins, man, did what looked like the impossible in defeating Wim Nyman.
Give us more backstory, Walsh.
I mean, it was Wim Nyman, an incredible run. I mean, we first saw his run as the .TV champion. That was epic in its own right. And then he went on to win the U.S. title, and he looked unstoppable. But Computer Collins went out there and did what he does best, which is drop people on their head and punch them in the face. And Wim, of course, was injured after that. We haven't seen him since. that loss. He should be all healed up by now, but I believe he's just, he's concerned that he's plotting his next move.
This is true, and I'm watching them trying to set up the cage, and something is going wrong as they set up the cage for some reason. I'm watching them. They're like stumbling around with it. Everyone's watching. It's so bad. Oh my god. The cage is falling down.
This is the least shocking thing ever.
It is not. It is not the least shocking thing ever. Hold on. Everyone's kind of like awkwardly crawling in right now. It's really weird. Oh god.
I mean, sometimes these things happen.
look at this lineup of killers, Walsh. Killers and Officer Bertrand.
Well, I mean, he's a cop, right? He looks like he's one of those old-fashioned donut-eating cops, if you know what I mean. He likes an old-fashioned donut, right?
What I like about this weird-ass match.
Why is Jensen in the match? Is what I like. He's just like
Jensen. Well, no, like, just like the cops. He's totally assimilated. He's just here now. He's part of this.
Oh my god. He really is just a part of the. I mean, we saw him in 2 matches. This is about his 3rd match ever. And he's vying for a shot at the U.S. title, one of the most prestigious titles, if not the most prestigious one that we have. I mean, let's be real here.
That could be bigger.
I don't know. I feel like there's only been one dud of a champion here, and that was Giovanni Dinner. Oh. And nobody could have predicted how that happened. You know what I mean? You couldn't. Who would have predicted that his mother would be taken to the Shadow Realm and that he would have a mental breakdown and become a fixer? That's not. It's not the usual trajectory for a guy who was beating everybody in sight.
It's true. I mean, like, this division has seen a wealth of really good people, and Jensen has been in a ton of good matches against great competition, hasn't won too many. Karate Hendricks, we know, is one of the best out there, despite not really being a big title holder. Spencer Morgan is awesome. Petrov is a former tag champ. Weatherwalker's a badass.
Yeah.
Chucky Murphy, a world champion. It seems like Officer Bertrand is the big time. He's the only odd man out, considering even Boxing Bianchi is the greatest MMA shoot champion ever.
And we have, everybody in there except for Jet Set has pretty much held the title. This is. Although Weatherwalker, did he help? I don't think he ever held. He might have won a scramble or something.
Terrible 666 at the funny call out. Finally being indoors wasn't enough for him, so he's in the cage. I'd like to point out to everybody, join us Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We have the funniest chat room, bar none, in all of Twitch. Those of you watching on YouTube, you see Game Pro Wrestling puts on a show of his own. Quite good. A lot of you guys come from YouTube and vice versa. Add to the conversation. The SCFL really isn't anything without everyone, right, Walsh?
It is a team effort, even though it's just us two in the booth talking. For some reason, coming back to Beliribon, Iowa, week after week for this terrible show.
And we couldn't do it without you guys. We really couldn't. Oh God.
It's really hard to predict who's going to win this match. It's like...
Oh, Jensen gets thrown... Oh my God! Somebody please clip that! Poor Jensen gets thrown with the German suplex, flips over right into oh my God.
And then I like that he Walker wasn't done with him. What a dick.
That's close. Karate almost pinned him. Everybody needs to work to make sure to not let a guy get pinned. Keep in mind, Walsh, if someone gets knocked out, I think whoever does the knocking out wins.
Yeah. So
I'd like to point out that Discussion is here. without bandages on his ribs. Kind of trying to
You know,
make
it's
it look
probably
strong, and he's been had an eye on the U.S. title for quite a while, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Game Pro Wrestling calling a submission. Very interesting.
I mean, that seems to be the easiest way out of this. I mean, a 3 count is, come on, you know, like that's,
How interesting is that, though? Like, you see some guy getting a submission, you better rush over there and break him out of it, or otherwise you could lose.
yeah, I don't know what happens there, man. This is too...
Then
again, we
out
have seen...
Spencer is brave to take a cage match. He runs the risk of getting hurt and missing a shift. This is very true. This is very, very true. And I think everyone in the chat room does understand that Spencer Morgan's a hero on multiple levels. So he's gambling with a 33-hour-a-week job. He gets benefits from it.
Yeah.
It's a good deal. Men's Warehouse takes care of him. They do.
Wow. You know what, man? I'm gonna make a dark horse pick right here. Jensen Woods.
I don't feel like that's dark horse, but I kind of like it too. I'm watching this. I'm really interested. I mean,
think
anyone could win
this guy is a submission expert who has trained in all sorts of remote parts of the world.
Chucky has knocked out anyone and everyone. He really has.
That's true. I mean, and Karate Hendrix knows how to lose.
I'd also like to point out, it seems like nobody is even trying to break up pins.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they just don't care.
Oh, 2.9! This is really close. Discussion. Keep in mind it's Discussion once again working like in a big 8-man match. Like, he's really good at refereeing. Maybe that's why he's doing this whole U.S. title thing. Like, he's annoyed at Wim. Like, remember Wim did such a bad job refereeing?
Wim was refereeing. Yeah, and he did a very, very poor job. I'm surprised that Spencer, with that half Windsor knot that he did before, didn't get the pinfall. That would have been incredible. I mean, he was the first, U.S. champion. He got a shot at Wim. Didn't go very well. But it's a new day, new champion.
Yeah, we've got part of the PK gym and Karate Hendrix. We've got the cops. We got Beliribon, Jensen Woods. We have retail workers. Everyone is pretty much Shadow Realm. We've got everybody represented in this cage match, a lot like the opening scramble.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens when you put 8 men inside of a cage together. Karate Hendrix looks so gassed.
Oh God! I thought Chucky was about to get pinned. This is crazy. Why isn't anyone breaking it up?
There's been pins getting broken up. It's just some of these guys, like Karate Hendrix, is tired, man.
Oh God, I think Spencer's hurt. This is so brutal, actually. It's just constant moves. Like, people are just getting hit so hard.
I mean, there's people's bodies falling on other people.
There really is. Whoa, Petrov. Oh! Wait, somebody won? What the hell just happened? Karate's freaking out. Chucky Murphy's freaking out. Something happened. Weather Walkers.
He tapped. Oh my God, Chucky Murphy tapped out Jensen Woods.
Jensen Woods sucks.
That is not what I was expecting.
100%. Wow.
Crap.
First time ever.
It was kind of hard to see because they were in a sea of bodies, but
what the hell? 100%. That was really cool. That was really cool.
So basically, boxing hit the big Bianchi buster on Jensen, and then opportunistic first world champion went in there and locked in a crazy reverse STF.
Pretty impressive. Sad. I always want Spencer to win, and I also like Jensen. I have nothing against Jensen. You
know what, man? This is an old dog getting his chance. He's not had enough chances at greatness. It's
yeah. No, I feel you. There's a lot of good guys here.
Or maybe computers.
I'm glad that the alt-right lost, even though they're not really the alt-right anymore. But hey, I got something. I got something for you here.
Oh, like a crepe?
This is live. Yeah, Carson Wentz, I don't know what's going on. I'll tell you this much. Golden Tate, you trade for Golden Tate. The Lions look like shit losing to the Bears. The Eagles are up. I don't get it. I don't get it. Are we going to win? Are we going to win? Or are we going to blow it again at the last second? I don't know. All right, back to you, fellas.
Okay.
I don't understand why that's even allowed.
I mean, when is he coming back? He's a former tag team champion.
He's been out. Like he's dangerous. He's a good fighter, and instead he's just being this guy who decides to.
I mean, a former world kickboxing champion. This guy is just hanging out and doing that low lean on his chair to talk to us about Carson Wentz. Like
All right, well...
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't even know anymore. This is the strangest world we live in.
I like to point out, Walsh, what's next on the match? What's the next match?
Well, we're seeing more Shadowrun versus Heroes as I believe one of the Jonesies, I believe it's Fat Jonesy, everybody's favorite, will be going up against Cheesesteak Supreme. This is a pretty big clash. Of course, last week we saw Hero Supreme challenge for the .TV title. He did not win that title, but he did bring Freddy Fischer out to attack offers. So, yeah, there's definitely some movement happening here. Heroes, and the Shadow Realm finally clashing, really. We've been waiting so long for something to happen here. And just like everybody's waiting for Sanders to come back, bring him back. So I don't know, man. Cheesesteak has been in a funk for a long time. He's looked okay. If you've been following Supreme Productions, which you can watch on youtube.com/SCFL Pro, those Cheesesteak's had a couple of matches in, of course, basically his backyard. He's looked pretty impressive. We've seen him here a little bit. But I don't know what happens here. Fat Jonesy is a large man. He is a guy who made open scramble history. He's a former .TV champion.
Look at this. The whole Shadow Realm. There's Cousin Rudy. The first man to walk out for some reason.
Oh, no, not Rudy.
Philly Supreme, Hero Supreme, and there he is. Cheesesteak Supreme. Dude, Walsh, Cheesesteak's been looking good. Yeah,
he has. Anybody looks good compared to Rudy, but it's. I think we're seeing a new leaf for Cheesesteak. I think he's channeling his depression to be a better in-ring competitor and try to get Sanders back.
Roy Zoom asking where is original Jonesy. Jonesy's around. I don't know if he'll be able to make it in the Iowa in time tonight, though. I'll tell you that much. Whoa. Look at this. So many of the Supremes. So much Shadow Realm there. Offers later on tonight. He retained against Hero after being busted open last week, Walsh. Like this delicate balance in this war for Sanders Suzuki has been lost since the barbecue 6 months ago almost.
I like that everybody else that people care about, other than, okay, there's a few people who haven't come back, but, Sanders has been gone the longest, and he's still not back, and I think the Shadow Realm folks know how much the Supremes want him back, and they're withholding him intentionally. Yeah, he's not wearing his medallion, which could be a problem. I don't know.
I'm very concerned about that. Oh, Fat Jonesy misses. Big lariat. There's the Fist, who I believe is injured. He's out there, at least observing injured. Offers in the co-main event tonight against Freddy Fischer, of all people, who came back last week. We're not even sure why. It seems like he's shunned the ways of the Shadow Realm. I don't get it.
Feel
Oh, God, Fat Jonesy. That shows the power of Fat Jonesy. But Cheesesteak has looked good. Cheesesteak has looked really good. I think he's on like a 4 or 5 fight winning streak, actually. I mean, at this point, like, Offers is there next to the ring looking on, and is this... If Offers retains tonight, Cheesesteak is a damn good person to challenge next week. Look at that. Cheesesteak's looking great. I've never seen him this good before. Yeah, Tiger Stripe Pro. I'm worried Sanders won't come back anywhere near the same he was before. I mean, Sanders was good. Like, it's weird. Like, what a weird random person almost to get taken for so long. And he was... We haven't seen anyone get taken to the Shadow Realm and come back for this long. Like, we've seen, like, when Mike Bianca came back, he gained 30 pounds. I mean, he lost it after a few weeks of working out, but it's still very difficult. It was difficult on everybody. And yeah. I don't know.
Oof.
Generic tag, see? He was around for that.
You know, yeah, gaining weight. I mean, come on.
It's not good for anybody.
No, I mean, all this stuff's happened because of Bike gaining 30 pounds, but
well, how do you mean? How do you mean?
All this Shadow Realm stuff.
Yeah.
It started because Bike gained 30 pounds.
Explain.
Well, you know, you remember Bike was the first one that the Shadow Realm targeted, and he came back the same night, 30 pounds heavier.
My God, Jonesy. This has been a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Cheesesteak one up top, waiting for Jonesy. Oh! Spinning elbow, spinning flying elbow, right to the back of the head. God, and then a kick to the back of the knee. Cheesesteak's like gained this new, like, I don't know, man. He's looking good.
I mean, he's motivated. He wants his.
Look at he is. He's praying for Sanders.
Back.
Yeah.
You know, hashtag bring him back.
It's Philly. Cousin Rudy. Fucking Rudy. Look at his shirt off. Oh, God.
I know. He doesn't. At least he's not wearing his diaper, you know. I believe somebody in the chat said that before, but it's true.
Yeah, if you watch.
He knows he's not going to be in action. He's just.
Please visit the YouTube. Click subscribe. Oh, huge slam from Jonesy.
Wow.
Oh, another huge slam from Jonesy. The cameraman missed it. Oh. Maybe I spoke too soon about Cheesesteak, like looking like the next foil for Offers. Shadow Realm. I mean, keep in mind, wasn't it Fat Jonesy Walsh who defended the scramble pan a historic amount of times? Like, look at that stiff as hell DDT. Fat Jonesy, desperation single leg takedown there from fucking Cheesesteak. Roy Zoom, will we see some Supreme Productions after the main show is over? Not tonight. You can expect Supreme Productions around Thursday nights on YouTube. We're not sure. We should ask you guys, do you want us to, like, we can do a pre-recorded premiere on Twitch, which maybe we should do. But right now, it's been shown for on Thursdays. Oh, whoa, Cheesesteak, yeah!
Nice.
That was Sanders. That was a good match. Hell yeah!
I mean, he finished him with the tribute to Sanders. That is Sanders' finisher right there. That big Osaka cutter.
That was a really good match. Let's see if Bix 84. Okay.
Well, I mean, Bix is he's erring on the side of caution.
Sure. So Walsh, I mean, we're coming up on like the latter half of the night. Give me a little talk here. What do we have left? We got 3 matches left, correct?
Yeah, I mean, and we have big matches. It's not just like little stuff here and there. We still have the .TV championship coming up, which is offers against Freddy Fischer. We have the tag team championship is going to be on the line, I believe, right?
The tag team championship is on the line. The Lost Boys versus the Cops. Can you talk us through this a little bit, Walsh?
Yeah, I mean, the Cops, Officer Romano and Officer Richards, they came on the scene and they have been pretty much unstoppable. They have not lost a single tag match. They haven't lost anything else.
They haven't lost a single match, or they haven't.
Those 2 guys are unbeaten. They have beaten everybody that's gotten in their way, and at this point, they are the most logical competitors to face the
Okay,
boys.
but here's the thing: the last time, the last time, as Tiger Stripe Pro pointed out earlier, the last time that the Lost Boys defended was September 16th, and the Shadow Realm took over. It was against the DSA. The Shadow Realm took over and gave both Ferrari whiplash. Put everybody on the shelf. Like, they've had some matches here and there, right?
No, they haven't competed since
there has
then.
been some singles matches from like both Ferrari or anybody.
They haven't competed since then.
Nobody?
Nope. These guys have been on the shelf, basically. It is, I'm concerned that this is going to be, they're not going to be warmed up enough. They're not going to be in their groove. It's, these Cops have been on a roll, and all during, their downtime, these Cops have been out there kicking people's asses. So I don't know. I'm mildly concerned for the Lost Boys here, and of course we haven't seen this happen yet. But cop shenanigans don't seem beyond these guys. I mean, somebody could get handcuffed, somebody could get arrested. I don't know. I mean, Officer Boone is definitely not above that kind of stuff.
It's true, and I'd like to point out that's not the right thing, but look at the Cops just hanging out in the food place. There he is, Officer Boone, having whatever to eat. He's going to be in the main event tonight. Like, these Cops have taken over. Nate is out of his mind, and yet these Cops have taken over in a way that just boggles the mind. Remember when the Cops were bullying sledding? There's when the Shadow Realm was bullying sledding. There's the Cops. It's really frustrating.
There's a lot going into this match that I'm concerned about, because the Cops have been bullying sledding. He's the lead referee, and who knows what that means for, like, in their favor, because we know that he is a guy that just caves in immediately to any pressure.
He does just cave. He instantly caves.
And then the Lost Boys, man, they are out of practice. I hope that they have been training hard, because this is going to be... Oh, wow.
It's Nate, and he's got a microphone attached to his headset. He doesn't seem to be in contact with us, but there he is. These Cops better not win. I do not want them to win. I love the Lost Boys. Tiger Stripe, can anyone tell me how long the Lost Boys have even been champions for? It's got to be a long time, right?
Seems like the dawn of history. The Lost Boys have had some weird stuff happen in their matches, though. Let's be real. And wow, America, right? Huh?
Why is he there?
I don't know, man. The DSA, of course, they were the last team to face them, and I think the DSA deserve a rematch, if I'm being entirely honest here.
Yeah, remember the DSA and the Lost Boys had this long-running, like, they were fighting each other in great singles matches. It was just a fantastic time.
I don't really understand what he's doing out there with them.
Neither do I.
I mean, let's be real here. The DSA and people of color don't really have any love for the Cops in this country, and maybe he's out there just to help these guys in case there's any cop shenanigans. Nate's out there,
I'd like to point this out. It's the fight before the co-main.
That means it's going to be great.
Historically speaking, it's been great. I don't know why America Right is in the corner of the Lost Boys. Both Ferrari we saw in the corner there of Until Robert getting tagged in right now. His neck was bashed against one of the ringside posts. You can see the replay on YouTube. The Shadow Realm took over, froze, I think it was America Right. And I don't think they went to the Shadow Realm. It was like it was a light.
It was Aladdin. Aladdin was...
Really?
Aladdin was wringing his hand against the rope, and he sprained his hand.
Interesting.
America has shown up in a scramble here or there. He's been around, but he's been, both teams ended up kind of on the shelf, and it's very strange to see him out there with them. Maybe it's this kind of this brotherhood from being engaged in a match that had definite supernatural stuff going on in it. I mean, come on.
I guess. Maybe they got together and got to talking. Who knows? I like to point out, there's Nate there with a little mic headset. You can barely see it. It's like flesh-colored. Nate is not saying anything. Like, we're messaging him. He's just staring at him. Why did he even put it on? Last week he was saying that nothing was real, and he felt so close to Bike, and we're seeing all these weird things happen. I don't know.
Yeah. Officer Romano, man, he's in there. And we've seen this guy. He is not, like, in great shape or anything, but he is willing to throw his body at his opponents to get what he needs.
Oh.
And we've also seen him knock people out. I mean, we saw him knock... you want to know why Foundation Russo's on the shelf?
Why?
He got knocked out by Officer Romano.
Oh, that's very true. Man, these guys have beaten a who's who.
Yeah, I mean, he slammed Foundation.
Watching that, like Buff Ferrari, that's what happened. That's what the Shadow Realm did to him, remember? Just bashing his head into it over and over again.
Yeah. He's having, like, flashbacks right now.
Right. But look at how the Lost Boys are working together. No one's getting tired. They're making sure to tag in and out as much as possible. The cops have looked great too, but right now, Officer Richards has been in there for the majority of the match. Good match. Yeah, I'm not trying to type. Like, I feel like it's in my contract. I don't understand my contract. I'm just trying to do my job. I was told that Nate is ringside with a headset on. That's all I could say.
He's there. He's not doing anything.
Right.
I mean, maybe he just likes the feel of it, the tactile feel of it in his ear.
I could totally see that. But Nate is like, clearly losing it. I don't think he can hear us right now, so I'd just like to point out that Nate is losing it.
Yeah.
Oh, Until Robert doing his Miami dance. Woo! Oh.
He is Miami dreaming, baby.
Absolutely. Both teams looking nice and fresh so far. Officer Richards is getting beat up a little. Yep. Enough that Bertrand to walk in and help out his partner.
Yeah.
That's Dick. One count. Until Robert looking good. Walsh, Until Robert, one of the most dangerous men in the league. If you let him, just get off on you.
It sounds really disgusting, but if you let him get in close and just start punching you, he has the fastest hands that we've recorded, in SCFL. I think especially Esposito is perhaps the only other guy who's come anywhere near him.
Roy's soon pointing out that Nate said he was going to shoot me behind a dumpster. I kind of just forget these things, so I just got to move on. Call the next match. Really I don't understand why I signed a lifetime contract.
No, we didn't think that this would go even this long, if we're real here. Man, the tag work from the cops is just immaculate.
Both teams are doing great. It's going outside. There's Nate just really close to Until Robert. We don't know if... Oh, God, Bertrand gets hit. I wonder if Nate seems like the type of guy who would like Lost. Wow, Officer Richards.
It really makes
sexily. We have a sexy dance.
Well, Officer Richards is, of course, a man who lives in a custom, well, not lives in, but owns custom van. He has leopard print on the side. All of the upholstery is leopard print. He's a guy who basically claims that he has made some conquests in his day. And if we're real here, this is SCFL. Nobody has any conquests in this way. So this is, I don't know. I'm suspicious of his claims of being a Lothario.
Is he a Lothario? We never see, like...
I don't know.
Oh, whoa, look at this. Bertrand to the outside. Oh, God! Until Robert and both Ferraris, like, upset at that. Bertrand's got a knife! This cop has got a knife!
Oh, my God!
Whoa! Why is this happening?
Officer Romano with a knife is... These cops, man, we thought Officer Boone was the asshole, but they're all the same. I didn't know. Oh, and just a shout out to Joe Stuff Blem, who came from YouTube.
Oh, very cool.
We appreciate.
I believe Game Pro Wrestling, who says that he cannot. In spite of my general dislike for law enforcement, I have to admit these cops are generally tough bastards, and I think that's the problem. That we're seeing this. We're like, yeah, I totally agree with you. No offense to law enforcement out there, Nate. We like you, I guess. He tries to kill me. What is going on, Bertrand? Big kick to the head.
That's not Bertrand. That's Romano.
Oh, sorry.
Bertrand is the very large man. Yeah, he was really telling him to kiss his ass, and that just made poor both grab a knife, which dropped upon him.
Richards is cut badly. Both cops are cut badly.
Well, he got dropped on a knife, like head first onto a knife. Like,
this is not good for Nate.
No, he's just watching. He's got his little headset on. I don't know if he's talking to like dispatch or something. Maybe he's hyping Boone up for his big double death match tonight.
Both Ferrari fell on the knife.
Oh my God! These guys are just. This is not a hardcore match. Of course, the hardcore tag champions, holder of the Public Enemy photo, is October Schmidt and Patty Costa. They won that last week.
Who saw a knife play coming in this match, huh?
Like 3 of the 4 men are bleeding profusely. Until Robert is the only man who's not busted wide open. I mean, America writes out there. No, God, no! Oh my God! Romano almost did that big.
There is blood everywhere.
Yeah. Judley points out that Bix is gonna love this, and he probably will.
Nobody saw this coming. There's blood everywhere.
These guys.
There is so much blood.
I like that, man, these cops are just...
Jesus Christ.
Jesus!
I'm so sorry.
So that big Disney lamb there until Robert. But, what is going on?
I don't know. Stop.
Xylop is wearing one of those stupid little votive stickers, and he's been wearing it all week, and he's just so confused.
So now we know that doesn't work on a tag match.
Yeah.
God, both Ferrari. I mean, Walsh, keep in mind that these guys used to be hardcore tag champs.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are not exactly blood averse.
Right.
The cops, on the other hand, we haven't really seen enough of a to get like a sample size to really know how they're going to react to this kind of situation. But they're cops, and I don't know if they want to bleed their own blood.
Yeah, Boone not out there. Probably preparing for his main event fight. We got 2 matches after this. This is the typical thing that you see for the fight before the co-main. Just an awesome going of it. What the hell? What?
The Lost Boys are incredible. They've always been. You see these guys. It's quality.
Oh, Sledding is letting this happen. This knife just be out there because he's gotten he's been intimidated by these men.
To show them splayed on blankets. Oh my God, Officer Romano is like a fucking Terminator. He's just keeps coming. Except he's a chunk T-2000. He went down.
Laid out blankets. I'm so
Oh my
sorry.
This is.
Oh!
Well, I like that Officer Romano went for that elbow drop, and then his elbow fell on the knife blade. Like,
Whoa! Both Ferrari picking up the knife.
hey, these guys know how to handle a weapon.
Crowd going wild. Cut open. 3! Whoa!
Oh my god!
Both Ferrari wins until Robert dances.
That is not the first time that we have seen something like that from these guys.
Wow. 85% only. Walsh. That was one of the most brutal matches I think I've ever seen. And finally, the cops leads the Lost Boys. Walsh.
I'm kind of blown away. That was, and it was not. Once again, it was just like a flash pin victory. These guys are.
What they. It seems like they do that all the
This is what they
time,
do,
though,
man.
right?
This is what they do. This is why they're incredible champions. Like, they can take any situation and turn it around in a heartbeat, and that's why these guys have been tag champions for as long as they have. It's
rolling around on that knife is like pretty rough on.
Well,
anybody.
everybody was rolling around on that knife, so it's like. I don't even know what to say about the knife situation anymore. It is really Officer Romano brought it in. I mean, these guys.
Officer Romano brought in the knife.
This was their fourth title defense history.
Is that the most?
Yep. Previously,
Really?
Petrov and Federal Bell held the record with 3, and that they had tied him. And here we are.
Very interesting. So Walsh, we only have 2 matches left. I personally think that was my favorite match of the night. Although the cage match was really good. I mean, we've been seeing a lot of good stuff tonight.
I mean, this has been a good night. It's we've seen a lot of. I mean, we saw Ichabod, of course, not become mayor, which I was really happy about. We saw 8 men enter a cage, and an unlikely winner emerged.
It's true. And now what we're going to see next is what is on the precipice of .TV championship history.
Yeah, this would be we're
Number
getting
9.
there. And I'm laughing at the idea of Roy Zooms that somebody needs to tweet Naveen Andrews that his boys won, because that really does need to happen. But no,
God,
Wim
please.
Nyman has 10 defenses and offers this is number 9 if he can do this here.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Yeah.
And so here's his opponent tonight is Freddy Fischer, of all people. And I'm not really sure what happened, but for some reason, like Freddy Fischer was part of the Shadow Realm for so long.
He was the standard bearer for them. You know, he was the first guy back.
I mean, he came back and knocked out Fun Adams. We barely seen Fun Adams in the shower. Here's his transformation.
Yeah. I mean,
this is a guy who liked light beers. He ate sausages and brewed in his basement or his garage, and then all of a sudden he gets taken by the Shadow Realm and becomes a stout drinker. Like he's also a substitute teacher.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, he had a troubled past. He did get in trouble at his job. His wife kicked him out of his house. But apparently since he became Shadow Guy, things have been working out in his favor. So I don't really know why he transitioned.
Well, maybe something happened. I mean, remember Let Loose Bike Now? He presented Miles Manhoof, but he was Let Loose was Freddy Fischer when he won the substitute series.
Yeah.
And won the title off of discussion. Like, you know what? I'm actually getting.
Oh no.
I'm actually getting a video. Hold on 1 second here. I feel like this is going to sum up what happened to Freddy Fischer.
Okay. All right.
Stouts are overrated. I'm going back to my wheat beer and our IPAs.
Freddy Fischer is back, oh yeah, really back. 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 Freddy Fischer is back, oh yeah, really back.
What the hell?
I think we just bled the most viewers we have in a while because they can't handle that Freddy Fischer. Oh my god. That's like we are just there's some sort of line that's being crossed repeatedly here, and I'm at a loss, man.
Freddy Fischer is back. Oh yeah, really back. And this is interesting. I mean, like, Offers has run the gamut. Why does Freddy Fischer get that weird retrospective that doesn't explain anything? Who is editing this? Did he make it himself? Was that Freddy Fischer?
He's got like a Casio keyboard. He's just like he's got one of those things with like the little tiny like looks like a little like worm like vocoder microphone on it. I mean, Freddy Fischer is back. You know, he's
Ginger Pimpernel, hello, saying no, he's not just back, he's really back. Freddy Fischer is back, oh yeah, really back. Very strange.
I'm glad that he announced it though. You know, it's really I was wondering what happened, and I guess
that seemed like more of a third-party thing to me. like
did he hire like somebody? Like
it showed him like to get taken pictures, like shopping. Why couldn't he shop as a member of the Shadow Realm? Walsh, 15-minute time rule. .TV title defended every single show, just like the Scramble Champion, but this is one-on-watch. At 15 minutes, if the match is still going, Offers retains. Like, we're about to see potential history here. If he can beat Freddy Fischer, then what the hell? Why not say, is he fighting Cheesesteak next week? If he retains here, he's got to fight Cheesesteak. I think Cheesesteak gets the .TV title shot no matter what, right?
Yeah. I mean, let's be... I mean, Freddy is a former .TV champion, so we can't... I mean, and we just saw that amazing video. There's a chance here. He had 4 defenses in his own reign, so it's... I don't know, man. This is... I don't know. And then there's just so much weird shit going on. Apparently, we're going to hear from Miles later tonight. But Freddy Fischer
is back, oh yeah. Let Lou, Mayor, my eminence, dropping the .TV history. Like, you can see all that type of history, weekly updates and more on SCFLFirePro.com. You can also go to the YouTube where the Supreme Productions is debuted weekly. There's been no better time to enjoy SCFL Fire Pro than right now, David Walsh.
I mean, it's true. There's been a lot of movement, not just bowel movements. This is, yeah. I mean, Freddy's gonna have some pretty horrible bowel movements.
Rudy.
Cousin Rudy, of course, did perhaps soil himself in Supreme Productions Week 1, but
I'd like to point out here that I feel like this match might have happened before in the .TV realm. I mean, we're coming up on our year anniversary next week, I believe, or within 2 weeks.
Yeah,
we've seen a lot of history, and Freddy Fischer's been up and down there, but let Lou is Freddy Fischer.
Well, so here's the thing. Offers Thompson, the second time that he won this title, because this is his third reign, he defeated Freddy Fischer. So there is, let's just say these guys were brethren of the shower realm, as was pointed out earlier. But the .TV title is what is going to eventually tear these guys apart, because this is Freddy wants that title back, and he wants to do it without his weird mohawk and his face paint.
Coming up on 8 minutes
dark
here.
beard.
I mean, Walsh, we got history here. We made history at the tag titles, made history at that U.S. title -- 1 contender. The next match is the main event, and it's the main. And it's also Officer Boone is going to defend both the hardcore and the shoot titles in one match. Like, he's a double champion. He's fighting Zhong Zhang, who totally deserves the title shot.
But he's getting 2 title shots in one go, which is really incredible.
It's insane. And I just got a text from Let Lou. We have a major announcement concerning the world title. I don't know what this means. We saw last week that Miles came back from whatever the Nether Shadow Realm was. Nice little roll up there. 2.9.
Yeah, I mean, we've from what I've been hearing, we're supposed to hear from Miles tonight. I don't know what we're gonna hear. This Let Lou sending messages is, I don't know, man. Some strange stuff with these guys, but.
Offers waiting up top. Oh, decides to let Freddy get up, and then he just hops down.
There's still some familiarity between these guys. They were in a group together, they hung out in that shower.
I guess that does mean something.
Yeah, it has to have meant something. And apparently, I mean, I'm going to assume when they were in the Shadow Realm, they also at least talked a little bit.
Less than 5 minutes remaining. Offers can retain and become by far the second best champion in .TV history. Also, he's got the most title reigns at 3.
Yeah, and he's also has the most basically matches in the division because he's had 3 reigns.
And he's also, frankly, lost the most probably in the division. Well, but that's what happens when you put yourself out there. It's a bit of inspiration.
He challenged and lost to Fat Jonesy early on. He challenged and lost the Night Screen Cult.
Man, Fat Jonesy's good, and to think that
he couldn't beat Wim before he went to the Shadow Realm.
Cheesesteak beat him up, Fat Jonesy.
Yeah, it's Offers has made many attempts at this title to get his 3 reigns. It's kind of like his son of Phil in the Scramble.
Interesting. 3 minutes to go here. Freddy Fischer's got momentum.
All right, hold on one sec here.
Oof, big kick to Freddy Fischer's face. Another big kick. Discussion Davis looks on. Extremely competent referee, letting that low blow go. I think that might be legal. That's Freddy Fischer. That's how he beat. Well, that's how Freddy let beat Discussion for the world title. That Luthez press. Oof. Less than 2 minutes to go. That's not when you want to be able to just run into somebody and knock them down and burn out some time. Offers has been here before, though. Knows how it goes. Freddy Fischer knows how it is, too. Let's see if he kind of ups the intensity, because he's got to do something. But that's a finishing move right there from Offers. This could end it right there. Grabbing the face, covering the mouth all salty. Freddy Fischer licks his inside of Offers' palm at the end. Offers defending, pinning. Less than a minute to go. He fights Cheesesteak Supreme of all people next week. Holy crap. Offers Shadow Realm versus Cheesesteak. 91% match. Next week. And if Offers wins, he ties Wim Nyman's record. Walsh has been bitten by a spider. We're going to the event poster. Holy crap. This is brought to you by Supreme Family Buick. I just want to point that out. I'm still blown away by... I mean, we as we said earlier, Cheesesteak has been totally depressed about this. Man, what a night. What a night.
Yeah.
This has been incredible, Walsh. Oh, speaking of which, I just actually got a text message. Remember the DSA were fighting the Lost Boys for so long?
Yeah.
And then that thing happened with the Shadow Realm? Check this out. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's America, right? Watching something with Daniel Faraday, is that his name?
That's not the actor. That's the character. Yeah.
Yes. That's what I
don't know
like
the
that's
actor's
Lost. That's like post
That's
season
Lost.
4 Lost. That's when actually
That
Lost
looks
gets...
like he has like a GameCube or something.
He's playing Super Smash and Animal Crossing.
Sounds like a N64. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this apartment is stuck in the early aughts, if you will. What is going on here? Maybe the Lost Boys really have influenced him.
I don't know. Maybe they have. I mean, he was with them, right?
He was. He was. Look at that. Who saw this coming, huh? So Walsh, sounds like Walsh is standing up and getting down. We have a very important announcement. Oh, whoa, that's not it. What the hell? Hold on a second. Show the cops rocking around the food place for a second.
Yeah,
we have the hardcore title tonight. We have the hardcore title tonight. We also have the shoot title.
Same match.
Same match. Same match. We had Bike celebrating earlier tonight. And we had remember when this happened?
Oh my god. I'm still recovering from the shoot title sounds.
It's time that you see the truth. It's time to open your eyes. It's time to finally see. It's time to act. It's time to see.
Yes, Mr. Manhoof, I presume. Yes, we've met before, sir. Yes, they found you in a field. I believe it was the same field as last time. And, well, I don't know how to say this, but we've drained your knees multiple times now. And, yes, it looks like you're gonna need some surgery there, partner. I don't know what happened, but things aren't looking too great there, buddy. Yes.
What a dick doctor. Things aren't looking too great there, buddy. Like, fuck you. Like, be nicer to me. Bedside manner. Like, so is Miles on the injured list for how far we... Like, Miles is back, but he's in trouble, and now we get this text message that something is happening with the world title? I don't...
I mean, that's a certificate, baby.
All we can think about right now, I think, Walsh, is the hardcore title and the shoot title being both part of the same match.
Yeah.
And Officer Boone is fighting a tough guy in Zoning Zhang, is he not?
I mean, Zoning Zhang, a former, hardcore champion. But this match, it's apparently a hardcore match happening inside of the basement cage.
This is whoa. Yeah, I mean this is a big deal.
Yeah.
Officer Boone, the first person to ever capture 2 hardcore titles. Officer Boone, the first person to ever defend both of his titles while capturing 2 titles. And now Officer Boone may be the first person to ever defend 2 titles at once. What the hell? Oh my god! Oh my god! No! No!
shrug after, just like, oh well.
74%. Like, how do you even tabulate that? Like, it's
Okay.
and we have a 15-second main event.
Zoning Zhang has a really bad like track record of getting hit and knocked out like that. Like, remember the time that he got knocked out in like half a minute?
I need to do something. I'm stunned. The shoot title has been defended. Remember he stabbed
The shoot and the hardcore.
in the hardcore title. I don't understand how Leathers is even going to tabulate that. Remember when he won? He stabbed Technology Cooper in the face in like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
He's
He's a kind of a force to be reckoned with here.
all right.
I thought that was going to be.
I know. I don't know. Zoning thing is really good. We need to just. We're going back to the Freddy Fischer thing for 1 minute. I need a second.
Stouts are overrated. I'm going back to my wheat beer and our IPAs.
Freddy Fischer is back, oh yeah, really back. 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 Freddy Fischer is back, oh yeah, really back.
That really.
Really
The
puts you in the mood.
The more I watch it, the more I'm like, this guy just might have like paid someone $20 to make a music video for him. Take some pictures of me shopping for beer and sausages, kid. What the hell? Oh my god. I mean, Walsh, we've seen a lot happening tonight. We saw the scramble pan. It got defended. We saw. I mean, and I'd like to point out to people in the chat room. Generic tag rightfully pointing out the steel drum band. Like, SCFL is musical, my friends.
Yeah, there's a lot of music here. A lot of strange music.
They never get invited back to gigs, but they do a lot of gigs.
Yeah, I mean, they are they get invited to like tiki lounges and stuff, and they're supposed to be playing like, you know, nice, cool Caribbean kind of music.
Whoa.
What?
I just got. So okay, remember when Let Lou, Miles, man, who finally won the title? He did it. It was incredible. It was an amazing match. But then Let Lou as Freddy Fischer lost the title in the supermarket, and then but Miles is the champion. And then we just saw Miles had to get his knees drained again. I just got sent this video.
Oh boy.
I don't know what to say. They told me to get out there and say something, but I don't know what to say. Not after what I've seen, what I've been through. The doctors told me I need surgery. I'll be out for a long time. You can't imagine what I've seen, where I've been, what has happened to me, and none of it matters, does it? The battles and discussions, they need all fake apart as goons. I worked so hard, and for what? A certificate? Maybe I should have listened to Jet Set Woods. I don't know. All I know is that I will be back. I promise you. Huh? Oh, and today's special is Sloppy Joe's. Again. Just like the last 3 days. Thank you for the love and support. I will be back, okay?
Oh man, Miles is out? After all of that? So there's no world champion? The world title sucks.
Yeah, it's discussion put in a lot of work for that, and yeah.
It's so depressing. Game Pro Wrestling rightfully pointing out it's so depressing.
And Miles sounds like he I don't even know. His voice is pretty weird since he came back.
Well, I mean, we all saw what happened to Miles when he went through space and time. Somehow, like, let's take a look back at that.
That's right. We know it.
Miles, you're awake. You found us in a fucking cornfield. Your knees were all swollen, so I brought you here. I got a new tracksuit, Philadelphia Eagles, baby. Hell yeah, back-to-back Super Bowl champions, 2019 Super Bowl champions. Anyway, your knees were all swollen. They had to get drained. The Shadow Realm was really weird. Everything smelled weird. I don't know. And well, thanks for bringing me back, man. Go Eagles! What a weird time. No Miles, no his knees being drained. We saw Freddy Fischer come back unsuccessfully, but like unsuccessfully in the ring, but successfully with his own music video.
The best public access video I've ever seen.
Right, we've seen Cheesesteak go another step further in getting revenge. He's going to take on offers for the .TV title next week, Walsh. Tell us what else we saw.
My God, I mean, we saw that weird 8-man cage match that saw Chucky Murphy, of all people, walk away victorious. A shot at Computer Collins. The cops lost against the Lost Boys. Apparently, America Right is watching the television series Lost.
Right. And the Lost Boys win. I'd like to point out though that the Missouris, hardcore freaks as they are, Maximo Missouri retained that scramble pan. But yes, once again, the Lost Boys win with America Right as some sort of weird, I don't know, friend of the people.
I guess he was like. I mean, at first I thought he was just there for protection from the cops, and now I don't know. Yeah. I mean, the only thing I really learned about him is that he's watching Lost, and he has a MacBook because of the charger that's on his floor.
It's true. And also, I mean, we saw Bike put on a 100 match. Like,
Yeah.
it's been a hell of a night. Like clearly, Slutting Bianchi has been influenced by the cops and the Shadow Realm.
Yeah.
There is a lot going on, Walsh. So I just want to say thank you to everybody out there for showing up every Sunday. You guys, you're the reason we do it, even if all of these people get injured constantly. Walsh.
I mean, poor Zoning Zhang. Like,
Poor Zoning
that's
Zhang.
the shortest title defense we've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, all I can say is that we're gonna raid Caps Lock LOL. He's playing some Civilization. He's one of our regulars. Keep in mind, keep your Bianchi bucks flowing. We love all you guys. Join the Discord. Please comment and like our YouTube video when we upload it. You guys are the best. We got about like 30 seconds together. And I miss all of you every week, and life is good.
Just join us in the Discord, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Every week, all week, we're like chatting in there. You know, we're busy and stuff, but the Discord is where we hang out, and like I really look forward to seeing you guys every Sunday. And things are weird. So God knows what's gonna happen next week, except that .tv title, baby. It's looking good.
Yeah.
Looking real
Yeah,
good.
I mean, cheese, baby, cheese.
Oh shit! Raid now. Here we go. Bye.
Freddy Fischer is back. Oh yeah. Bike.